Hi, everybody. This is Beth McCullough. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Iowa in the United States. And I'm here every Tuesday night at 7 and Wednesday at noon, both Central Time, with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
Steve's over there, so I'm always looking that way at him. Look what I have. My sweet friend and teammate surprised me on Sunday with balloons.
And why would she do that?
Because she's very sweet.
And why else?
Because she promoted to Silver Elite on Sunday afternoon, which helped me promote to Gold. And with those promotions, I earned the incentive trip, and I am over the moon. So many of you have been so supportive, and people bought shares and stamp camps and did orders and just told me, yay, you can do it. And I'm thrilled. So thank you very, very much.
Yes, thank you. I can't wait to go diving.
Yeah. Steve is super happy, but truly this was not a me thing. This was a team thing. It took a whole team of people, and you guys are awesome. So thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
We are humbled, and I'll quit talking about it, but I could hardly sleep Sunday night. I am just so excited. So thank you. Hey, Sharon wrote to me today. I hope you're on, Sharon. Do you see Sharon?
Not yet, but it's early.
Okay, so we made this card last week, and she told me that I didn't actually tell the directions. Like, I thought you were here just to watch Steve tell jokes. I didn't know I was supposed to, give card directions.
It is a card making video.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. So I made the sheep card. The sheep is wobbling, which I love. It's got a wobble under there. Can you see that, Steve, on camera?
I've never seen that before. I didn't know you had wobbles.
It's like a toy I've been hiding from you.
Wow, no wonder.
So this measures 5 inches by 12 inches. It's a good way to use your designer series paper. By the way, it's not what we're making today. I just wanted to answer Sharon's question. So lay out the DSP, and then you're going to score at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4. And then see, it's like an accordion or a mountain. So you're putting it together this way. So the front flap flaps in, and it goes like this. It's like a W. So I hope that helps, Sharon. If it doesn't, email me again, and I can help you.
And that way you get to see the really cool backside of that designer paper, because we always feel sorry for the backside.
Right. That uses both. So just pick out a designer series paper that has both. Okay, this is what we're making tonight. I started making Snickers boxes back in 2014, and my most pinned thing ever is Snickers boxes. Maybe my best video too, I'm not sure. But this is a Snickers box, and we always use the envelope punch board to make it, and Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell that anymore. So this afternoon I was like, what should I make? I want to make a box because I haven't made a box for a while. And this honestly is easy, and it's my favorite box. Well, it's not as easy without the envelope punch board, but it's still easy. The measurements are just a little wonky. But this paper is the free designer series paper from Celebration. You can still get this till September 30th. It's called Peaceful Prints. That's what I used for this. And the punch for the tag, I used this Label Me Fancy punch. And then I punched the hole for the baker's twine with a little hole off to the side. I used basic black cardstock. Oh, this is fun. Steve, would you get this off the dining room table or right there in that pile? I moved it, but the snowflakes that we use for the Whimsy and Wonder stamp camp this weekend, yeah, just that stuff on top, just that very top piece. You know, you are the stamping assistant.
I
what
am.
Are you called?
And I managed to do this without dropping it.
Yay. So once you punch out all your snowflakes from these snowflakes, save this paper because it's super pretty. And what I did is I took a snowflake from the snowflake dies. I used last year's set because that's what I have. I have snowflake wishes. And I used one of these small dies. I think it was this one. And I ran it through with a piece of this iridescent paper and got this super pretty snowflake. So
it's recycling. I love it.
Yeah, you might have thought this was trash, but it's not. It's beautiful little snowflakes just waiting to be made.
Never let anything go to waste.
Right. And then Joy, the team of stampers that stamp with me. In fact, we stamp every Tuesday from 5:30 to 6:45 right before this. And we have a lovely time. I think you should join us as a Joy Stamper too. Are any of the Joy Stampers on tonight?
I think so. Hold on.
I bet they are.
Yeah, Linda's on. Linda Lace.
Hello, Linda Lace.
And Chris is on.
Yay. Chris, I need to send you the Zoom link. I thought of that tonight. I promise I'll do that this week. But anyway, that's how I made the tag for the little box. And the Joy, do you want to know where the Joy comes from?
Sharon Swanson's on too.
Sharon gave our presentation tonight, and it was awesome. She gave a great fun fold that you can use with all your DSP scraps. You can make the card so many ways. And Sharon, if it works out, I have a great idea from what you showed us tonight for a thank you card I need to make for next Monday. So I'll show it to you when I get it made.
And Pam Simmons has shared your video. So
thank you for sharing. It would be great if you would all share the video and leave a comment. And we'll do a drawing. I don't know. Maybe we can flatten out. It'd be expensive to send the Snickers bar, but I could send the box flat. So this Joy comes from Bright Baubles. And this is a new stamp set I got. So I told you I like everything Joy because of Joy Team. This says Joy right in the middle of the ornament. And I have a custom order where I make, it's for Lindsay, Steve. I make tags for someone who gives out gifts at Christmas. And this is the set I'm going to use. But anyway, that's where the Joy came from that is on this tag. Now I'm going to show you a couple other. Now remember, these were made probably in 2014. So it's old paper and old everything. I kind of like the burlap and twine. I made this probably for Thanksgiving or for the kids' teachers. Thankful for you. It was kind of a autumn. Does anyone remember this DSP from back in the day? That's an old Snickers box. This was one of my favorite because I am grateful for you and I love Bermuda Bay. Excuse me, also stripes and polka dots.
Oh boy, does she love Bermuda Bay. She even got one of her balloons with Bermuda Bay.
Barb got one of the balloons, the flowers in Bermuda Bay because I love turquoise. And then this little bird, all these are Snickers boxes from the past. Now these are a little bit shorter because I was making them out of 6x6 paper. Now you can use a full-size Snickers or Milky Way bar, or you can use the minis. So here is the big bar. It's the exact same size as the Snickers. Do you know why we have a Milky Way here instead?
I don't know.
Because I don't eat Milky Ways.
Ah, that's what it is.
If we had a full-size Snickers,
We're supposed to avoid temptation.
It would tempt me. So do you see these little Snicker minis? You can put 3 Snicker minis in the box or 1 full-size candy bar. Okay. So do you guys want to make this?
I'm going to do a couple more shout-outs real quick.
Okay.
Barb Kinkley's on.
Hello, Barb.
And
thank you for the balloons.
Mary Harris is on.
Hi, Mary.
Holly Paulson is on from South Dakota.
Yay, I'm glad you're back, Holly.
Mary Cantwell is on. Ruth is on from Australia.
Hello, Ruth.
Bridget is on.
Hello, everyone. Wow.
Kathy Winter says hello.
Kathy Winter. Hello, Kathy Winter. Kathy Winter, guess what? Your dies for the wedding invitation worked out. So can I keep them for a while? I need to make 100 wedding invitations with your dies.
I'm waiting for her to type in the chat. No, give them back.
I need them now before I move. But I'll find you in your new house. Okay.
Tony says hello too.
Hello to everyone. Tony, when you come a week from Tuesday, I have Bible study fellowship. So can you wait till 10:30 to come? I think I have on my calendar you're coming at 10. But 10:30 would be better unless you want to do the rest of my Bible study with me. I do it on Zoom, so I'll be at home, but 10:30 would be great. And you need to clear your schedule so you can meet Tony and her friend. And Tony, you also have to tell me what you want to make that day, because I have trouble guessing what people want to make. So give me a shout out what you'd like to make. Okay, Snickers Box. Who wants to make it? Yay. I make them out of DSP. You could also make them out of cardstock, and you could put panels of DSP. They would be a little heavier. I don't know why I make them out of DSP. I think they're prettier out of DSP. And generally, the people I'm giving them to, I'm handing them to them, and they're taking it out and eating the Snickers. So
I can't believe you're not saying something about the hummingbird on that box.
When I made this box, I didn't know I liked hummingbirds. Now that I have a hummingbird feeder, is it not the most beautiful little hummingbird ever?
It is very colorful. I've not seen one that colorful yet. That's
So
for sure.
all those papers are retired. So if you want to make this along with me, please get it out. I'm going to hold this up really close. Do you want to take a picture? And I will put a picture on the blog. So the DSP is 5.5 by 8.5. Now here's the funky measurements. It's the only way I could do this. So you'll have to bear with me. Do you all know how to do 16ths? If you don't know how to do 16ths, let me know.
Well, what's the trick with 16?
Well, on the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, can you see the top of my trimmer on here? So here's 1 inch. The little mark just to the left, the shortest one, that's 1/16.
Yes.
And then the little longer mark, that's an 1/8.
And then the next one's a quarter.
This one is a quarter.
Right.
So we have a 16th, an 1/8, 2/16, and this is a quarter or 2/8, which is the same thing.
Another way you can tell the difference is the length of the line.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The
shortest lines are the
16ths. The little longer line is the 8ths. And the longer line yet is the quarters. And half is longer and full is even longer. So go by the length of the line, right?
There you go.
Okay, so we're going to start out and we're going to put the short side at the top. These are the hard ones and then it gets easier. So we're going to go to 1 inch, and the first little line past 1 inch is 1 1/16. And I'm going to move my cutting blade out of the way because I already messed that up when I was practicing for you. 1 1/16. Now the second one is 2 1/8. Now you could get out a piece of white cardstock and make a template with me. That would be awesome. Do you give bonus points, Steve, for people who make the template right along with me?
You know what? I don't need to because they're so blessed by having the template. It's like they're rewarding themselves.
Okay. So the third score line is 3 3/8. So we're going to go there. And then 4 7/16. Where do you think that would be? Or 7/16. So to do 4 7/16, I go to 4 1/2, which is 4 8/16, and back up one little line. That sounds like something I would do, right, Steve?
It does.
Trying to make it easier. Okay, now these measurements are easy. Put the long side at the top. Put the left edge of the DSP at 3/4. I don't know how many Snickers boxes I've made over the years, but more Snickers boxes than anything. Do you remember? You used to get Snickers boxes, honey.
Right. But then both of us stopped eating Snickers. So.
Yes. It was a sad, sad day. 3/4 and 1 3/4. Now you can keep going and do 6 3/4 and 7 3/4. But if that's confusing, just flip the paper around and do the 3/4 and the 1 3/4 on the other side. So I have lots of cutting to do, Steve. I didn't warn you, but do you have lots of stories to tell?
I don't. I've got lots of things to say. I want to do a special shout out to Judy Miller, who's watching on YouTube from Purdue University.
Yay! Hi, Judy. Thank you for joining us.
And you know what? everybody's welcome to watch these videos. It doesn't matter that we're Iowa Hawkeye fans, because we think Purdue University is pretty darn cool too.
Are you trying to pick a fight with Judy?
No, not at all. The opposite. I think that Purdue University is an awesome university. It's got a great engineering school, lots of other good programs. So
Yeah.
I have no problem with Purdue University.
Speaking of the University of Iowa, what are we doing on Saturday?
Right, we get to go to see.
Oh, wait, hold that thought. So we're going to cut the paper now. The center piece is going to be this flap. So this is what it's going to look like. So I'm going to go 2 score lines down both sides of the center. And then I'm going to make diagonal lines on the flap. I'm going to cut in 2 score lines and get rid of this paper and get rid of this one. But I'll say what I'm doing. But just in case I can't get a word in edgewise because Steve's telling a story, I thought I'd preview what I'm going to do here.
You know, it's not very often that you can't get a word in edgewise. Just saying.
What are you saying, Steve?
It's your show.
Are you saying that I talk more than you do?
No, I'm saying that I understand I am just the assistant on the show. And if I were to be talking too much, I would no longer be on the show. So I know my place here. So anyway, I will say.
See what I'm cutting off? The diagonal, or the 2 pieces this way on both sides.
So
Sorry.
we get to go see an Iowa Hawkeye football game.
Now he's talking really, really fast.
Because I want to get it in, and I'm excited about that. Although it's Colorado State, and we should whoop them, so we'll probably.
What if there's a Colorado State fan on here?
Well, I think they would probably agree with me. Just if you look at the relative strength of the teams, we do get to go. The next game after that is against Purdue, and it's homecoming at University of Iowa. So
the next game we're going to, not the next Hawkeye game.
We're only going to 3 games.
Yeah, we get 1 a month. We have to pace ourselves.
Yeah. Well, honestly, that's all about we have time for anyway. So anyway, I'm excited for that. What we'll do is University of Iowa is about 2 hours away to the east, and 1 hour further east from that is Davenport, where we grew up, and my mother's there in memory unit. And so we will combine the trip. Since we've got to go that far east anyway, we'll go on over and see my mother.
Say hi to Ruby, sweet Ruby.
And then we'll come back and we'll see our beautiful daughter, Abby, and take her out to lunch. And then we'll go see a football game. So it's going to be a wonderful day, Saturday.
And will we polka on the field when they win?
I don't think that it's polka worthy. That's unexpected. So the real story is in 1985, which was previously the very best team Iowa's ever had. They beat the University of Michigan on a last-second field goal. And my compliant, rule-following wife grabbed my hand
that would be me.
And pulled me out of the stands.
Wait. I don't think so.
It was. I'm serious. You looked at me and said, "We're going."
I think he led me onto the field.
Tradition in Iowa is after the game, if we win, they play "In Heaven There Is No Fear," which is a polka. And it just so happened that Beth and I actually do know how to polka.
Yeah. Is that sad that we're pokers?
It's one of those classic answers, something about me that you don't know. I know how to polka. Because we grew up in Eastern Iowa and went to a German
polka fest every year.
And growing up,
doesn't everyone know how to polka?
Junior high and high school.
We went out to Seattle 2 years ago or 3 years ago for Sean's birthday, and we went to Oktoberfest and they had a polka band, and we went out and polka'd, and he was just like, "I don't know who those people are." So I think we embarrassed him, but.
Okay.
That happens.
So that is enough storytelling. But before I let you have the microphone back, Ruth is reporting that they had a 5.8 earthquake a little while ago.
Oh, my goodness.
She said they're all fine. There is a little damage in Melbourne.
Oh, I'm so
and
sorry.
And it's unusual. They usually don't have earthquakes there. So.
I bet that was scary.
Folks down in Melbourne in your prayers. We'd appreciate it.
So was there damage to buildings and everything, Ruth?
He's saying there was some damage. She hasn't articulated more details.
Please let us know, and we should all be praying for them. So look at this! Yay! My card or my DSP matches my template. That is always a good sign. So I'm going to review again what I did. I did the center piece and I went in 2 score lines. So it folds all the way up, and then I notched the sides. And then I did, then I cut 2 pieces off of this end on both sides. And then I cut out that square here. So this square is gone. These 2 squares were gone. And this gets cut all the way up. And you do that on both sides. Does anyone have any questions about how to do that?
So the end kind of looks like a Mayan temple. Kind of.
Okay.
Okay, not a reference everybody knows.
Thank you for that, honey.
No, I'm just saying it's kind of a stair-stepping up thing.
Is anyone still watching, or is everyone gone to bed?
No. It's a Mayan temple story, but we'll save that for another day.
Oh, we're not telling the Mayan temple.
Now you definitely want to know the story.
It was on our honeymoon. Okay, so this is Terran tape. I put it on one side. And the cool thing about this is you just fold the side up, put the Terran tape on here, and tear it off. Hence the name, Terran tape, right? And then you just fold it back. And then you know it's just on there perfect. Goes either way. So I could mail you this in the mail. I'll fold it up. And then you would just open it up, put the 2 flaps in, and then put this flap in. And what do you think? A Milky Way goes in the box. Put these 2 flaps in. Yeah. And we really like it when the flaps just stay in nicely. Look at this. It turned out really good. I didn't abort in the middle of the video and say I couldn't do it.
Always a good thing.
So here's the one. These are both out of the same DSP paper pack, the free celebration one. Again, I really like the snowflakes cut out of the scraps from the snowflake. And you could make a bunch of these. These could be Halloween treats. I've made these a lot for Halloween or Thanksgiving treats or just fall treats. Or I bet your mail person would like to find this in the mailbox for them, wouldn't they, hon?
Yes, absolutely. That would be a great treat.
Okay.
So I know you're not going to make the tag this time for the green one, but if you were going to make a tag, what are some ideas of what you
honey. You always do. No.
Make it. I mean, just tell me what you do.
You could do anything. You could take any shape, a circle, a square. You could take one of your tag. This might be a little big. This Grateful for You was a die cut in a set, so it's smaller than that. I think this is a little wide. I would just take any shape you want, stamp something, do something coordinating. Like for this, maybe I would put a Christmas tree on there too.
And so here, did you put the little rope all the way around the box?
Yeah, the baker's twine.
And that's how it stays on.
This baker's twine is in the annual catalog, the black and white. It comes in a set with another ribbon. This again was my recycled paper. And
so I think the baker's twine is actually a really good idea because it gives it a little bit of give.
Yeah.
So that it won't fall off. Because if you adhere it with a glue dot or something, it is going to come off when it gets pumped.
Right. And you know what's funny? This one is just fitting together perfect. If you make it, and like this side is coming out a little bit, I think they actually do better once the candy's inside. Maybe I should put the minis inside this one and see if it makes a difference.
So Judy from Purdue is actually a house mom.
Are you? For what sorority?
Or
is it for a sorority? Yeah, or fraternity.
She hasn't reported yet, but you loved your house mom, so
I
thought that would do your heart good to know that.
Every college student actually needs a mom too. But this is the Snickers Box. We are here every Tuesday at 7 Central Time. We'll be back again tomorrow at noon. I don't know what we're going to make tomorrow. Do you have any ideas? And if you share the video, just let me know. Do you want the template or do you want a box smashed down without the candy bar in it?
Hey, wait. Did we ever see the cartwheeling polar bear? Has it made its appearance?
Has someone asked that?
No, I'm asking. I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay, so Steve, are you making a cartwheeling polar bear by tomorrow?
No, I can assist you.
That's a lot. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know. We'll have to see. What else have people said? Let's switch places. I'll talk for a while. Oh, substantial damage. I am so sorry, Ruth. We will definitely be praying. Everything's shaking and the noise was loud. That's really scary. Diana Knapp. Wow, I'm late, but happy to catch you. Yeah, Diana, I showed your cardigan at the beginning. It is very popular. Tried to share. Thank you. Oh, are you coming to Purdue for the game? Judy wants to know.
So no, actually the game is in Iowa City this year with Purdue.
Yeah.
It's our homecoming game. But I have seen a game at Purdue.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. It was a wonderful trip.
So one thing we should say too is our son and his fiance were here this weekend for the first time. The fiance was here for the first time. Lovely Amy, and she picked out her wedding invitations. So I'm going to proceed with a little help from my friends to make 90 wedding invitations. And I'm so excited about that. So,
and she's very excited because she was able to work with Amy to figure out exactly what she wanted.
Yeah, Amy got to pick everything out. So I don't have to worry. I was worried about disappointing her. And she is very happy, and that makes me happy. So yay. It was a fun weekend, though.
It definitely was. Okay.
Well, see you tomorrow at noon. Please come back and have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.